Tony in Brooklyn, New York. Tony, is Tony there?
Hello, hello. Hey, how you doing, Reverend? Now, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing
Yeah,
well.
I'm calling. I'm in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm calling to. I wanted to talk about Intro 948, the legislation that's going up for a hearing tomorrow here at City Hall in New York City.
I'm
First, I
listening.
wanted to say that I appreciate the. Yeah, I wanted to say I appreciate the fact that you support the bill. There's just been a lot of misinformation that's being put out about Intro 948 that's being pushed by the hotel lobby. And I read the article that you put in the Daily News, and I thought it was very well versed. It was put together very, very nicely. And I think a lot of people aren't understanding the detrimental impact that laws like Local Law 18 are having, particularly on Black and brown New Yorkers who are facing displacement at a very rapid rate. Now, I just wanted to, if I could, just clarify some of the tenets of Intro 948 because of this huge push, this misinformation campaign that has been pushed by the HTC. I just wanted to clarify certain things for those of your listeners who may want to understand what the bill is about. And I'm saying this as the person who actually drafted the legislation that led to 948A.
Okay.
So one of the things that the HTC has been claiming is that Intro 948 is somehow going to impact the city's housing stock, the long-term rental stock. First of all, 948 has absolutely nothing to do with tenants. It has nothing to do with renters. It's a simple carve-out that is made for private dwelling owners. These are 1 and 2 family homeowners who live in their own homes. So it's a lot of fear mongering that's been used. I've noticed that uses vulnerable tenants and it pits them against small homeowners who, many of them immigrants, they're elders, they're Black and brown, and they came to New York City, they saved their money, they worked hard, and they bought their homes, and they're trying to pass down some semblance of generational wealth to their children. And I just think it's particularly nefarious when you see this multi-million-dollar lobby that's spending so much money on these lobbyist groups like Tenants Not Tourists that are trying to trivialize the conversation and pit people against each other in order to protect hotel profits. So I just want to make sure everyone understands that Local Law 18 is about hotel profits. It has nothing to do with tenants, has nothing to do with the housing supply. And when it comes to the housing supply, you know there's a big problem here in New York City with affordable housing, with just housing stock altogether. And if we want to be honest about that conversation, we're going to have to talk about the 50,000 plus rent stabilized units that are being warehoused right now.
That's right.
We have to talk about the heavy influx of all of the multimillionaires that are moving into New York City, and they're buying up the multiple dwelling units and they're converting them into millionaire mansions. So you got people that are buying like 5 family buildings and they're gutting them out and turning them into 1 family mansions that is also taken from the housing stock. And we also have to talk about the landlord-tenant laws that pretty much disincentivize any small homeowner who would even try to dare to consider to become a landlord. Because we know that the way the laws are here in New York City, it facilitates bad actors to sit in your home as non-paying tenants for years, which could send a small homeowner into foreclosure immediately. So I just want to make sure that
No,
everyone
I thank
understands
you
that
for the
Intro 948.
information. I thank you for the information. And one of the things National Action Network took a position on supporting you and the bill on, and I talked to the president of the speaker of the city council, Adrian Adams, and others who supporting it, is that there was a lot of misinformation. I've worked with the Hotel Workers Union, and I've supported them on things. They've supported National Action Network. But on this one, you have homeowners, Black homeowners, that need to be able to deal with renting out a room or two in their home. I'm not talking about those that's going to be moving up to Martha's Vineyard and not living there. In their home to help them make ends meet. Well, Why are we not allowing that to happen? And that's why we came in with the bill. They had a forum last night at the House of Justice. Reverend Malcolm Boyd, our chief operating officer, had, and a lot of the homeowners. So my thing is, we can disagree, but let's not give misinformation. And I think that you clarified a lot. Thank you for your call, Tony. Let me go to